Joining me is Susan Page, Washington bureau chief for USA Today. Jim Messina, former campaign manager for Barack Obama's 2012 campaign, and Susan Del Percio, a Republican strategist. Jim, let's get to you out of the gates here. The polls still pretty tight within the margin of error, effectively. A little bit striking for some Democrats who may be overly enthusiastic. Harris folks fear right now that it's still less than the advantage that both Biden had in 2020 and Clinton had in 2016. Harris, though, has kept pace with Trump by riding this wave of enthusiasm. In this morning Political Playbook, they quoted Donna Brazile saying what happens with a movement is they don't wait for the campaign high command to send them buttons and posters. They do it themselves. They don't wait for the campaign to organize rallies. They do it themselves. The vice president has a movement behind her and can use it to her advantage. I don't want to ask you whether this is a movement now or not, but I do want to ask you what the biggest obstacles you think she faces right now and how she needs to really keep her focus going forward.
Well, Peter, you mentioned the most important word to me, which is enthusiasm. The number that I track every day, the number that I think really is the only number that matters, is whose voters are most enthusiastic. And right now, you're seeing just an explosion for the Democrats. It's the highest we've seen since 2008 and Barack Obama. And that is incredibly important because enthusiasm means your voters will vote, they'll persuade their friends, and they'll give you a whole bunch of money, which is exactly what you're seeing. You know, the problem for Harris, and Kornacki laid this out perfectly, is just Donald Trump has always underperformed in polling. There's a lot of people who won't tell a pollster they're for him, and yet they'll vote for him on Election Day. So it's why I think all the polls are garbage, and why I think this first debate is so important. This debate really can be a mover of a whole bunch of sentiment. And as you said earlier, absentee ballots in North Carolina go out on Friday. People start voting in Pennsylvania in 13 days. So this debate is absolutely the biggest thing in front of both campaigns, and Donald Trump is the best counterpuncher I've seen in American politics. And the question is, you know, can he get to Kamala Harris and begin to define her in a way that his campaign has not been able to?
Well, Jim, you make a good point there, right? Like they've been trying to define her, but without real success right now. And that's evidence of sort of the all different directions he's gone in terms of his criticisms. Even the nicknames he's floated have been up in the air until he really appears to have settled on one that hasn't stuck too much to this point. Susan, to you, Jim wisely just mentioned Pennsylvania. The early voting there starts September 16th. That's not even 2 weeks away. So who has the advantage in your view with those early voters, which is a significant number? You know, Mr. Trump recently called mail-in voting, his word, I think, was terrible, right? Despite the campaign's new Swamp the Vote program aimed at specifically at increasing mail-in voting.
When it comes to mail-in voting, whether it's Pennsylvania or any other state, Vice President Harris has the advantage. Democrats have the advantage, which is so counter to how it used to be, because I remember 30 years ago, it was when we started vote by mail campaigns in, throughout the country, it really changed things for Republicans. But when you look at the organization, that is what's really important. The organization that the Harris campaign has on the ground, and it inherited from Biden-Harris, is the ballgame when it comes to early voting.
Susan Page, let me ask you two Susans here, make sure we get them correct for the sake of this conversation. USA Today has new polling out right now, and it's particularly striking as it relates to the gender gap. It shows Harris leading among women by 21 points. Trump leads among men by 13 points. That is obviously a significant gap. Voter turnout for women in this country typically outpaces men. What are your biggest takeaways about those numbers and where things stand right now?
Well, first of all, a 34-point gender gap is something we've never seen before. And if that holds, that would be really extraordinary sign of the division in our country between men and women. We had a gender gap in our previous USA Today Suffolk poll in late June when Biden was still on the ticket, but it was nowhere the size of this. And what Kamala Harris has done is build support among women, especially among white women, in a way that Joe Biden was struggling to do. So this is a sign, I think, of real strength if she can hold on to it. And as Jim was saying, enthusiasm is the number one thing to watch. When it comes to enthusiasm, our survey shows Harris voters are now more enthusiastic than Trump voters, 68% to 60% expressing high enthusiasm. That is a real switch from when Biden was Democratic nominee.